I was really trying to go live at 7 o'clock. What we have here today, check this out. And let's see if I can get a little light on this. Let's try to get some light. We have these sweet Hyperflow fans. Guys, these things are wicked. I only tried these guys out and they run up to 4S. That's a 6S one and it's all metal and it's heavy. That thing feels like it wants to kill someone. Based on these running 4S, but that's a 6S. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. We're gonna try to get the light on here. There we go. And look at the sweet carbon tops as well to it. The little fan protectors. Forged carbon on the top. Same thing with that one. It's a lot redder, I guess. Very, very cool. Which is really nice. So we're going to be installing these guys. Welcome everyone on Project Vision over here. This is this was my last will and testament to break 200 miles an hour. Lo and behold, the road to do it on is not here anymore. So I'm actually turning this into a bougie car. Hence why I wanted to get some nice looking fans for this guy over here. And we're going to be replacing the housings on the XL Lexus in this live stream, which is what you see over here. These are carbon fiber fan mounts for the XLX ESCs. So this thing has two 56 series, they're at least 25 horsepower each motors inside this thing. 1, 2, it's kind of hard to see with the large wire up on top over there, but I assure you, this thing is not, it's impossible to go slow with this thing. But here we go. All right, so what I'm actually going to want to do is keep this kind of over here just because it's a lot easier for you guys to see in the back of my little PPS mount, phone mount, quote unquote. But what I wanted to do first, well, first I actually want to see who says, because this here is the, I call this the trap phone. This here has all the comments and whatnot. All good on that otherwise. But all right, so we're going to be installing these two on both of these XLX ESCs right over here. Forged carbon from Hyperflow fans, very nice fans and mounts as well. But before we install them, what I wanted to do was test them. I really wanted to test them. So, let's try here. I'll put this motor mount right over here, and you guys are going to see. So here is, these guys are 4S over here. Here. So this is a 4S. And what I'm going to do is take this little adapter, and we are going to plug it in right here, just like so. So you can see these crazy, this fan right here. Here, and here's the 4S battery. I'm just going to plug it in. All right, now the on switch. You guys are ready? Here, I'll actually put this paper here so you can see. Watch this. And this is only the 4S one. We're going to run the 6S. Here we go. Look at that. It actually hovers. Look at that. All right, I can't even hear myself think with that. Okay, so there's that. Let's unplug this battery here. Now, this here is a 6S fan. This one is going to be a hell of a lot more powerful. A lot more powerful. So I have my 6S all the way in the back over here. We're going to turn this on. Actually, I'm just going to hold it like this right here. It's going to be easier than that. Chase Benedetto, what's up? Coach D, how's it going? Texas Hill, what's up, guys? All right, so now this is the 6S fan. This thing is wicked, it really is. It's all metal. It's hard to see. It looks plastic, but it is literally all metal. I'm not even joking. This thing feels like a tank. It really does. All right, so everything is plugged into the 6S battery. Here's the on switch. I'm going to turn it on, and I'm just going to stand back. I'm not even going to touch it. There it goes. Oh my God. Whoa. It literally sucked itself to the battery. And I also couldn't hear myself at all. That's crazy. Let's do that again. That was kind of fun. What else do we have to show the, what's it called here? Maybe a piece of paper or something. That's no big deal. Maybe some screws. We'll see some screws over here fly away. All right, here we go. These are Hyperflow fans, Michael J. Oh, actually, here, Hyperflow. So make sure to check them out. These fans are just like stupid, crazy powerful. All right, so we're gonna turn this one on again on the big old 6S. Here we go. I'm standing back. Oh my God. It's literally lifting it up. And it's all the way here. Holy Christian. Look at that. It's literally lifting this. Oh my God, it's blowing itself away. Whoa. All right, I'm not even gonna lie, that it sounds dangerous. It really does. That's crazy. That is just stupid. And honestly, these alone already do more than anything else you need when it comes to airflow. I mean, this here, it's just so much more thrust. Oh yeah, this is a metal casing, Mr. Marbles. Literally a metal casing. And I guess this is also a durability test. What I'm not doing though is pulling on the wires. We're just slamming it on the table because why not? All right, let's turn it on again. See if it's really that durable. Oh, there it goes. Oh my God, it's all blow. I could feel, Jesus Christmas, look at that. Oh, there it goes. Oh, where'd that go? There we go. It's literally trying to fly away. All right. Calm down. Honestly, it hurts my ears. I'm not even exaggerating. That's just crazy. It really is. On this 6S battery over here, there's just so much power coming from it. Let's do one last durability test. I'm actually slamming it a little bit harder. Keep in mind, I wouldn't do this with the plastic casing. Metal. All right, we're gonna turn this right back on. Oh, and there you go. That's just crazy. Look at that. It's making it flutter. It can actually fly, it feels like. Look at that. Oh, there it goes. All right, geez Louise. Okay, enough. I'm not going to torture this fan anymore. What I would do, if you guys buy any fan from anywhere, I would just put some shoe glue over here just to prevent the wires from ripping out. Because yes, the fan itself is really durable, but the wires are only, they're wires, you know, you could always break them. Okay, so we tested that out, and it really makes these 4S ones seem a little bit less, even though this is probably 10 times the amount with what you really need. But yeah, so I originally have 3S ones on here, and what I am going to do actually, well, I don't need to take that out just yet. On Vision over here, we're going to be taking these whole fan mounts off, and we're going to be putting these, there they go, there, right here, these forged carbon fiber mounts, also from, oh, where is it? Hyperflow fans. And then we have the 4S fans on top. And tell you the truth, guys, these things on 3S is more than enough airflow to begin with. You don't need 4S, 6S, but if you want to blow more air, more, obviously you're going to have to go up in voltage. So these things are crazy. These things are really are. So, all right, before I install these over here on Project Vision, my 50 horsepower twin motor 56 series TP brushless motor setup, guys, I would really appreciate any donation. So if you guys can see the board the board of awesomeness over here, anyone who donates gets a shout out and they get their name up on this sweet board over here. So right before I install, I appreciate any of you guys who do actually put anything towards this channel. Everything is used to making this channel better for you guys. So all is appreciated. Without any further ado, we're going to install it on this thing. Also, by the way, I don't have fans on here. What I wanted to really do was make this into a bougie car because Spartan up over there, I don't even have a road for Spartan to run on, and he could do over 160 miles an hour. So if I don't even have a road to run him on, this guy's honestly pointless. So I might as well just build him into a nice car because what's in there, this literally has twice the power. This has, well, Spartan has 2 of these motors and ESCs. Oh my God, other way around. Spartan has 1 of the motors that are inside Vision. My God, it's been a long day. All right, so without any further ado, I'm actually going to plop you guys right over here. Plop. All right. Now, hopefully you guys can see. Hopefully. Actually, I think that's pretty darn good. You guys can see this ESC mount right over here, right? Yeah, honestly, I think there's maybe about a pound of thrust with this red one over here. It's crazy. I'm just catching up on comments right now. Right before I install this, well, don't worry, just a $2,500 RC car that just fell. No biggie. But I really want to get this so you guys can actually see. Yeah, this is perfect. Honestly, this is so much better than the tripod. Likes in the comments, guys. Screw that tripod. In the previous stream, we actually broke it. It fell down. What's up, Mahmood, Marbles, JDYB, RC Psycho, Ren Production. Thank you. I appreciate that, Michael J. Thank you, guys. All right, so I actually have 50mm fans on right here, and then the stock XLX plastic case. So we're going to be replacing it with these right over here. I don't even use the fans, but these things are just absolutely beautiful, especially with the forged carbon. Like, it really is nice. But these things still really work, so it's still considered an upgrade in my honest opinion. All right, so what we're going to want to do is take our 1.5mm. And well, actually, before that, first things first, let's unplug. There we go. 6-gauge wire extensions on each side. 6-gauge. I built Vision back in 2022. So he's really the sweetest pointless build I could ever have. Honestly, it's a sweet build, but I don't even have a road to run Spartan on, let alone a car with twice the amount of power. You know, it's kind of disappointing, but I'm happy to have a dual motor car. I really am. So he's still not going to waste, but there's literally dust on Vision. That's how much I felt bad, and I just said, screw it. I'll just make this into a tribute car, and I'll just make this like super duper nice. Yeah, so we're gonna make it super duper nice and pretty, and we're gonna be starting off with these. If you guys can see, I'll just leave that up on top of there. Well, maybe I'll move it over. All right, so we're gonna want to get to the back over here. Actually, I might have to move this little fan. This is for the extra fans that I normally have, in which are going to be replaced right now. All right. It's really hard to see back there. All you guys see right now are light. You see the light. So looking in the back, it's really difficult. All right, but we are on our last screw on the first housing over here. Not bad at all. Also, make sure to leave in the comments if the vision or the placement of the camera gets kind of off. Just let me know. I don't mind at all. Just scream it in case if something happens and I don't notice. because I got building hands right now. All right, so that actually was not hard at all. Right there, bam. And these are still very valuable, you know, because the plastic ones, they always like to break, so I always have an extra if need be. But here's the XLX2 without any top. Was that my nail that just got on that? Yeah, I guess so. Interesting. But yeah, it's a base XLX2, and we're gonna have to do the same thing to the other one over there. What I think I might want to do actually, before I put the carbon on, forged carbon on, because carbon is actually conductive, okay? So notice how these bullets, well, obviously, you know, you don't want anything with the carbon touching the bullets. Oh, so what I should have done actually was bring some shrink wrap, put some shrink wrap over it. Okay, either way, I could do that after, it's no big deal. But here we go. Oh, actually, it is super nice and easy. It's not as like smushed in together like the stock one is. Nice. It goes on just, actually there's a lot of room in between, so I guess you're good. Yeah, actually that is really nice. Can we get a zoom in here? Let's see if we could get a zoom. Oh my God, that's beautiful, that zoom. Sorry, I got excited because it's actually a nice clear picture. All right, I'm gonna try to keep that down as much as possible. All right, so now you guys can see it plain as day. Were there screws included in this? That's the question, though. I don't think so. Good thing I didn't just throw them away. You want to keep them. Definitely want to keep them. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have our 1.5. We're going to be screwing this down. Here's number 1. And you really do not want to over tighten these screws right here, only because they're extremely tiny. So you could even put a dot of Loctite if you do it in that that gentle, but they're not really going to back out. All right. Let's see. Nitro Pimp, what's up, Andy? What's up, pimpin'? We are installing these crazy fans to these oh my God, and they just look amazing. I love the gold theme. So that's what I'm going to try to do, because Innovation RC is gold. I'm going to try to make as much gold on this car, gold and silver. I don't know. Thought it'd be cool. That's what we're doing. All right, so we're just about done with screwing this one on. Super duper easy. So if you ever break your fan mount on your XLX2, instead of buying another plastic one, you might as well just get, ooh, that one's not going in. Wonder why it's not. Do I have to ask nicely? Oh, maybe I should just loosen everything. All right, yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna loosen all the screws. Don't tighten them down all the way until they're all like in, you know? Then once they're in, then you can start by tightening them with a star pattern. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Nitro, Ramos, what's up? You can't hide from me. I see you. Alrighty, so now that we got our bolts in, now we're just going in a little star pattern, well, as much as a star pattern as you can on a square. Even torque all throughout. All right, and that's our first one. Easy peasy, easy peasy. That was not bad at all. I'm just gonna move these wires over here. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Look at that difference. See, like these fans are good. They are good. But this just makes everything look so much cleaner. It really does. You know, it's just because there's so much going on in a dual motor car to begin with. So the more space that you have, you know, obviously the better. So now what I'm going to do is put the wires back in. Oh, what's this? Ramos Nitro RC with the $2. Thank you so much. We're eating good tonight, boys. All right, so guess what? I'm going to stop what I'm doing. Will I take this to Rosa? I don't even think I can make it to Rosa. It's across the world. But yeah, this is the one that would have to go to Rosa. I could probably find a longer road with that one, but this one is honestly pointless here. Let me try to write. We got Ramos. Nitro. Oh, I can't spell. With the $2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thumbs up or like in the chat for Ramos. Thank you so much for contributing to the channel. Thank you, thank you. No matter how big, no matter how small, it doesn't matter. I appreciate all. I appreciate it all. Oh my God, long day. All right. So yeah, guys, Ramos. Thank you, Mr. Ramos. Okay, let me put this back down. I'm going to put the wires back in, and then we're going to flip-flop to the other side. See if I could zoom up here. Well, not that much, just a little. Okay, that's a little bit too much, but that's fine. All right, let's see. All right, so let's, oh my God, I didn't even touch the car yet. Michael J with the $5. Let me zoom back out. I just got this thing set up. Okay, Michael J with the 5. Where did my marker go? Oh, there it is. Michael J. Thank you so much, Mr. Michael. Thumbs up in the chat for Michael J. MICHAELJ with the 5. High five. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Thumbs up in the chat for Michael, guys. Maybe I'll actually buy like a real tripod because this is kind of getting a little bit ridiculous. I literally have a PPS motor mount flipped upside down. This goes to a DBXLE that I was just test fitting for PPS for JBIRC. But honestly, I put my phone like right in the middle here and it holds. But that's, guys, you know, it's not that professional. So either way, Mr. Michael, I appreciate it. This here is going to be. I definitely need to just get a new tripod or something to hold it. All right, so let's see if there. Oh no. Okay. There we are. Now we are going to plug everything back in respectfully. Actually, tip of the day: if you constantly plug and unplug your motor bullets, if you can put it back in easily, take them right back out and take a little driver, probably like a 2.5 millimeter, and very gently bend the little spring things out so it gets more contact and grip and it won't want to spit it out. Because when you're drawing 500-600 amps in a speedrun car, things want to pop out, break, blow up, and all that crap. So you want to avoid that. I was just thinking to myself, wow, these are hard to push in. And I thought, good. If they're easy, that is not good. You want to make sure they are, for the most part, kind of difficult. Okay, there you go. Nice. I like having them align. Very nice. 6-gauge wire. All right, now we're going to put this wire harness in. Which way did it go? Like I'm asking myself. Oh. All right, let's see here. All right, that is in. There's no sensor wire. Okay, goody. Less work. All right, now what we are going to do is drool. Just look at the difference between the two over here. I'm going to try to move the wires away. There's just so many more wires. I wanted to get the ESC telemetry and other telemetry stuff. That's what this stuff over there is. Look at the difference. It just looks a little bit cleaner, despite that it's smaller. I mean, that's the thing. It just looks nice and clean. I will not be running these tires. I think that's a little bit of oil. Blue. Yeah. This car hasn't touched the ground in a long time. But yeah, okay, so we are going to move on the other side as I get distracted by just staring. What I'm going to do is zoom out. All right, there you go. All righty, guys. We're going to go on this side now. These things get heavier and heavier, I swear. All right, I'm going to try to move you guys back a little, or probably over. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, one thing I want to do real quick is orient the fan on this side, though. There we go. I'm just going to take the fan off. Well, maybe I don't need to. Okay, so I guess everything was going this way. Actually, yeah. No, actually, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to take this little fan off. We might not even need to. Oh my God, I'm going back and forth. Just because it's like a brand new kind of feature or part or upgrade, you really want to make sure you get it set in right. Because if you're doing so-called 200 plus miles an hour, you don't want to like, oh, maybe I should have done this. Think that as you're about half the throttle. No going back. Well, there is, but I probably wouldn't have that control. All right, so all I'm doing is just unscrewing this fan over here. We're going to apply a little bit of heat. We're going to play with fire, and we're going to bend the braid backwards. It's going to naturally go backwards once we apply a little bit of heat. Okay, there you go. So we have the fan off right over here, and I want you guys to see this mount. That is just sweet. Forged carbon, or carbon. That's just awesome. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Let's see here. Trying to get it right. Oh, hang on. Let's see. Checking comments. Innovation RC, but yeah, I moved. I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. Yeah, I moved about 6 months ago. Moved about six. 6? No, I moved 2 months ago. Oh my God. That's crazy. How do I get that confused? Okay, so if you guys remember, the fan wire is going oh my God, this way. I can't bend my finger upside down. So notice how the fan wire is like this, but we want it to go back. What you need to do to this shrink wrap over here is kind of gently brush the flame. Gently. Just put a light flame on it and make sure it gets kind of hot on the shrink wrap. And you can actually bend it back without hurting it. And it will naturally stay there because it's shrink wrap. You notice how it's actually starting to already kind of come down. Shrink wrap likes to get heated up. And just like that. So you see how easy it was to manipulate it towards the back? It's hard. Hard to play with fire and show you guys. But just like that. So now that it's like that, we can just put it back on. And it looks like it's supposed to go this way, actually. Right there. See? So instead of it looking the other way, that's just a little tip and trick. So now what I want to do is just screw it back in. Screw it. All right, that's 1, 2. Ramos and Michael J. Thank you guys. See, I still can't get over that. It's the little things. No matter how big or small, I appreciate it. So I still thank you guys. Notice how I didn't forget it. Oh yeah, this looks sweet. This looks super sweet. Okay. It looks so much cleaner though. It really does. There's just less going on over here, but it's still, there's still a lot going on, but it's like not in your face as much, I guess, you know? Okay, torqued, 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 torqued. Okay, done. Done, 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 done. RDMRC. For the liquid-cooled car, are you using radiator from an RC construction vehicle? No, I am not. I'm actually using PC coolant. Actual coolant. Yep. Can anyone recommend, in the chat, recommend a soldering iron that's good for QS8? Have 100 watt now and it doesn't cut it. Well, all my soldering stuff is in the box, but if you look at the Weller SP80 NUS, it's just a stick. It's literally 30 bucks. And that's what I started this fixed gauge wire with lead-free solder. You don't have to spend 100, 200 bucks on a soldering station with a digital knob thing. Unless you like your iron getting hot in probably 10, 20 seconds, that's one thing. I'm not in a rush to do things right. You know, if you're building a car like this, you should not be rushing to do it anyway. SP80 NUS, look that up on Amazon. It's like 30 bucks. The tip, the chisel tip is like, I think that thick, which is decent. So it holds a lot of heat. That's what you need. That right there is the bee's knees. And I've used that for the last 7 years. And I mean, you see what I'm soldering. So this right here is, well, or at least that one is good on my end. A lot of people have, you know, if the shoe fits, wear it. You don't have to go with what I say, but it's cheap and it gets the job done. Believe it or not, 30 bucks. Yep, no worries, Turtle Fry. SP80NUS. That's the model number with what I have. Make sure you hit a like on this video if you know, if I steered you in the right direction. I would appreciate a like or the live stream. Nice. We have 2 left. Oh, let me try to get a zoom in here. It's kind of up a little bit. Don't be afraid to tell me I can't see. Just because sometimes I won't notice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so we're working on this XLX right now. Just picked up the new 2025 TFL Zonda. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. I know OSE makes some sick boats. RDM. Okay, so now I want to unplug. Yeah, be careful. Because once they spring out, you don't want to rip it out of that end over there. Yeah. Ow. Okay, there you go. That's what you want to hear when you unplug these. Okay, what else is in here? That's, oh, the wiring harness. Believe it or not, this actually it's not even taking as long as I thought. Thought it would have taken longer, but it's really a simple kind of thing. Oh, there's one more screw. It's not out all the way. All right, there we go. And here we go, straight off. Let me try to zoom out here. Zoom, there you go. The zoom sensitivity is like all or nothing. So it's not like I'm stupid trying to work the zoom. It's really hard to work. All right, so that is this. And we want to keep all of our screws in here. So we have another one of these bad boys to keep, which is a solid thing. And we have this going on. This is the Hyperflow fan and kit and whatchamacallit mount. Okay. Yeah, guys, Vision is old. I custom made this. It's just a carbon sleeve, but I custom made this extended spool right here. Oh, it's hard to see. This carbon spool, I actually hand cut that from like a chrome moly rod, and it works. That's before all the spool makers were making their spools and whatnot, you know, before. God, it's so easy now to do all this crazy stuff. I remember I took so much time to build this, and now like you could just build it in a day. But that's all good. It's cool that it's easier now though for you guys. Let's see. Turtle Fry. I was just in Boca RC last week. Totally forgot you did a lot of videos. Yes, sir. I used to work there, but now I don't. I mean, obviously I moved. But yeah, I left there about 8 months. I don't know. Some time ago. And I miss it. I miss all the cool cats in there. Okay. So we just got done with these guys right here. We're going to have to keep putting in more screws all the way around. One right here. Yeah, this is really cake. Oh, I'm going to probably have to turn this fan around too, because I'd rather the braid be on the inside instead of the outside, because I don't want it to cross paths like this because it's by the gears and all that stuff. It's just the cleanliness with kind of what I want. Even those little things in a build, like a high-end build, 1000%, you know, you want to make sure you're on point with what you want. You don't just want to throw a car together. I mean, unless if you want to throw a car together, there's nothing wrong with that. You know. 10 scale performance, what's going on? Do I have any more? Yeah, I got one more screw. Uno mas. Let's see. It goes in right there. All right, and the fans are, well, the fan mounts are mounted. That was pretty easy. God, I wish life would be that easy. All right, whoa, too much. It's like all or nothing. If I try to zoom just a little bit, boom, it just goes in like that. All right, well, no big deal. But if you guys can't see, or if you want a different angle, just let me know in the comments. Definitely let me know. Okay. Remember, we're going in our star pattern here. Kind of a star pattern in a square. Okay, tight, just so that we have equal torque on all sides. You don't have to do it, but it's just the mechanic in me. It's a good habit to have. All right, so we're good on all of these. I don't feel like taking the fan off by hand, so I'm actually going to get a speed tip. All right, let me zoom back a little. Oh my God. YouTube really needs to get their user interface down. All right, either way, that's fine. I'm gonna take this off. 1, 2, 3. Nice. And then we're probably going to want to torque it back down with our hand. All right, so there we go. Now notice how the braid is now on the inside. That's how I want it, because I want it going in line with this chassis brace over here, the carbon chassis brace. It's just a cleanliness thing, because you obviously don't want to have, like, let's say, even if I do apply the torch right over here and I have the wire run like this, it's still crossing all this area. And guess what else is here? Yeah, chomp chomp. I want to stay away from that. Watch the stream, upgrading my new Mini XRT. How do you like it? How do you like the new Mini XRT? I've heard great things about it, and I felt one in the local hobby shop up here, and it feels beefy, which is good. I hope they have just a, you know, a good transmission in it, like gear-wise, metal gears and whatnot. I haven't actually driven one. All right, thread it in. Yeah. All right, level 3. All right, that's perfect. Perfect. So now if it's a square, you want to do in a crosshatch pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, just like that. And then with your good old hand, give it a little nudge, make sure it feels the same all the way around, and you're good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. All right, I'm gonna put these guys back in here. I love the gold. It looks sweet. Okay. Very nice, very nice. All right, so now that we did that, I guess I could just put this wire, where'd it go? This wiring harness in here. Let's see real quick. Are we zoomed out? Yeah. All right, hang on 1 second right quick, guys. Are we zoomed out? Woo! Yeah, I guess we are. All right. Hang on. Wait. Intermission time, intermission. Use, Hang on, guys. I'm still here. I'm just trying to get my Instagram working on here. On YouTube. All right. Okay. All right. All good there. All right. So with all of these wires, I guess I could just keep it like this. Now that we actually have both of the oh, that's perfect. The lengthwise, since this has to cross this way, they're actually perfect length between both of them. It just helps me sleep better at night, you know. Oh, for right here actually. So now I could plug both these fine gentlemen into here, into this. This is a parallel harness. Oh, hang on. Maybe I gotta put this up a little more. Maybe like that. Okay. I'm gonna plug both of the fans in. Let's see. There's really no right or wrong way to do it. You just gotta get it in. Hopefully it even does. Maybe it's in. Maybe? I have no idea. Because it's a 3-pin connector, and I'm trying to put in a 2-pin connector, and of course it's not going to be, you know, perfect. That's the thing. So I just kind of wedge it in the positive negative pin area. Yeah. Ooh. I hope it just went in. It probably didn't, knowing my luck. All right, I have a 3S here actually. We're gonna just try it on 3S now. Let's see if it works. Oh, they're probably either plugged in backwards or they're just not plugged in. I just don't think they're plugged in. So we're gonna try this now. We're just gonna try it upside down. I'm trying to be gentle with the pins inside. Oh, there you go. Let's see. This is the hard part. Probably the hardest part out of all of this is just plugging it right in. I don't know. Here's the battery. Let's see if one of them works. Oh! Holy crap, that scared me. Oh yeah. That guy turned on. If you just saw it stop spinning, I gotta unplug that one and turn it around. Okay, I'm probably just gonna bring this back a little bit. There we go. Okay. All right, so Turtle Fry says the only problem with it shows up at the Minimax is hole cut out. Oh, it's for cooling. Yeah, so apparently like the ESC gets too hot. Man, imagine a multi-million-dollar company making a product where they got something that overheats. Maybe just make better electronics. Or just have it run on 2S. Like the tiny thing like that doesn't need 3S. I mean, of course, you know, people are going to want to run it on 3S, but something that small, you could get it like 60, 70 miles an hour on 2. Woo! That is loud. That is very loud. And that's only on 3S. These things can run on 4S, so I think I'm going to save a little bit of weight and just run it on 3S. Yeah, nice. I'm happy with this. So which way did I do this? Okay, so this was like that. And then this goes back like that. Okay, so it goes that way. That's how long it's been since I worked on Vision, guys. It's been quite a bit, quite a bit. Okay. Nice, and the fan wires are actually routed perfectly. Come on. Yeah, just like that. Just in case if this thing wants to crash at God knows how long. It's always good to have that clamp tape, the 3M Duralock or whatever it's called, plus a battery strap, so it just stays there. You know, it's just good to have it and not need it. Have that sense of security. And then with this strap, I actually put the ribbon cable to the fan there so it doesn't touch the drive shaft or anything. That's why I wanted it as close to the chassis brace as possible. Yeah, so, you know, dual purpose right there. Dual motor car with a dual purpose. I really want to take these things off. It's just really making everything difficult. Yeah. Okay, it's one clamp. Ooh. All right, so I just took both of these clamps off. I made these little clamps to hold the wires back, but there's a little bit of blue on it, and unfortunately, we can't do that. I'm trying to go with a gold theme here. Can't do that, guys. We cannot. Why is this up and moving? Oh, it's also Duralocked. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, so that's like that. This goes here. Wire wraps around. Nice. Now this is for the BEC battery that actually goes back there. So this is just for the fans. There's a whole nother battery that goes way back there. Yeah. Is there a way But yeah, sick fans from Hyperflow. These things are sweet. Let me plug this little. I'm actually using the phone light, so don't mind me. Okay, so we're all plugged in. We're all plugged in. I really need to neaten it up a little bit. I mean, it's neat with how much is going on in here, but you know, I still have a level of neatness that I want the car to be, really. But yeah, so that's that. Okay, so everything is good otherwise. This is the telemetry wire that I was talking about, but I could just move that. So we have the 40 mil Hyperflow with the forged carbon mount already on both the XLX2s. Oh, all right, so we are just about done. I just want to do one more test before we go. For all the guys in here who just came in here, actually, who weren't here earlier in the stream, I did test these fans out. And they're absolutely insane. Oh, we're gonna move that back a little bit. All right, so here on our little handy dandy, I'm gonna move these over here, this over here, bam. Okay, so these are the fans right here that I just put on Vision right over there, ×2. So we just put the 40 mils on there. And we have this guy. It's the same size. It's just a 3D printed mount on there. But yeah, this is the metal upgraded 6S fan. Yeah, so this thing is crazy. Let me get a little bit of, I'm going to get some napkins so you guys can see the violence. Hyperflow is actually in here, guys. He's the one who supplied me with these thick fans over here. So if you guys want any fans or if you guys just want to be cooler, reach out to him. Sure. Okay, I'm back. All right, so here I cut up a little towel. You know, nothing crazy, but it's just there. Here, so I'm going to turn on the 4S one first. Hang on. I'm going to bring this over here. Okay. All right, now we can see. Nice, and we're all mounted right here. Okay, so these are the same fan. Okay, so that's who you want to contact, guys. Hyperflow. So that's right over here. And we have our test paper. And I'll put some screws on it because, you know, we'll make it a little bit heavier, give it a little bit more of a challenge here. This is the 4S plug. It's already in here. I'm going to plug it in my battery. I didn't just want to turn on yet. Just wanted to fly. All right, you guys can see, right? Hopefully you guys can see. Yeah, so these are the 4S ones that I just put on Vision, and these things are no slouch. This is already twice as much, 3 times as much with what I can ask for. And this is 6S, so we're gonna try this one after. All right, so here's our 4S. Here's the on button. I'm just gonna keep it right here. All right, ready, guys? There we go. Whoop. Oh my God, it literally took the 3 M4 bolts that were on top. So not only, I mean, it's obvious that it'll blow this, but I put the screws on top for added weight. Still, you know what, we'll put this. This is actually heavier, a little bit heavier. And we're going to do it again. And then we're gonna hit up the 6S one. All right, so here we go again. Wait, did I unplug it? Oh my God, that wasn't the right one. Here we go. Oh. You saw how quick that little piece of paper flew all the way there? We're gonna have to put more weight on it because that clearly wasn't enough. All right, one more time. Ready? Oh my God, even all of this. Let's try it with the actual fan mount. It even did that. Look at that. That's actually quite a bit of weight. So understandably, there's a few screws on there, a couple of fan switches. We have the wire harness and the whole actual mount. Keep in mind, listen to this. Listen. It's not light. I mean, it's carbon. It's light for what it is, but it's not light knowing that this little fan is actually pushing this whole thing right here. All right, so let's see how stupid this 6S one is. I'm gonna do Innovation RC test battery. I'm just letting you guys know. Yeah, so that's it. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, and these are actually going to beat the living heck out of what's currently on the market on my batteries. It's going to beat my batteries. These are going to be better. Okay, that is plugged in. Okay. Should I add more weight? I'll add these little wiring harnesses. Yeah, so we actually have a decent bit of weight right now. Okay. All right, so this is it. And mind you, we did do a little bit of a durability test as well. Okay, this is a full metal housing. Just mind the wire. That's the only thing you need to worry about. But the casing, though, should be fine. Let's see what this thing can do now after we kind of beat on it a little. There it goes. Oh my God, it literally, get back here. It took off. Look at that. It's still moving it, even with the harness. That's crazy. There is a lot of weight. There's all of this stuff right here, plus now the wiring harness. That's really, really a lot of weight that it's just blowing over here. This thing is crazy. Let's do another durability test. Okay. And there we go. Look at it. It's taking off. Look at that. That is insane. Look at this. All right. I can't even hear myself think, mind you, but there's really a lot of weight over here now. So we have a couple wiring harnesses. We have the parallel harness, the 4S thing. We have the whole carbon XLX fan mount, a few screws, and also these, which is obvious. Yeah, so these fans are like really something else. Crazy. They really, really are, especially this one. Honestly, this is a little bit too much for me. I'm probably going to lose the reason why I'm out driving an RC car, because this thing is going to be rattling my brain. But if you need something to cool your stuff down, this is literally it. This is it, period. I like these, you know. They're not, I mean, they're still screaming loud, but this one right here is just even higher speed. That's just crazy. It really is. And plus the metal on it, well, the metal housing just makes it really durable. I mean, not just having a good product, but a durable product is better even as well. Hyperflow, great fans. Great fans. If you guys need any fans, cooling things, not just for an Arrma, for Traxxas, whatever, he has a bunch of different sizes as well. He's got 40 millimeter, 50, I think he's got 30s and everything in between. Make sure you hit up Hyperflow Fans. You can reach him. I believe he's got a website, yeah, hyperflowfans.com, and he's also on Instagram as well. So make sure you check out Hyperflow. So yeah, and even if you don't need a fan and you want one of these sweet forged carbon, and I think he also makes the other carbon, the other layouts of carbon fiber for your X8S and or XLX ESC. I mean, fan mount's sweet. It is badass. So having this alone is just killer. Plus you get one of these things on top. My God, that one is just killer. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so we are just about done here. We're just about an hour. And keep in mind, guys, I'm going to take my little stand down here. Okay. So keep in mind, we had a couple donations from Ramos Nitro with the $2 and Michael J with the $5. All proceeds go to making the channel bigger and better and hoping we can do more of these live streams. We actually touched Vision for the first time ever live, really. I only made one video with him. And yeah, that's it. That is it. So this guy really has not been shown or seen too much on the channel. I mean, despite that, he's got a massive power plant in there, and now he's got some sweet fans added to it. I mean, these are just beautiful. It's a beautiful addition. It really is. So, all right, we are just about done here. Move my finger a little bit. All right, let's see. I'm just catching up on comments real quick. Hyperflow, that's a fat battery. Yeah. Those batteries are going to be, they're not going to make you want to buy the original 10,000 milliamp IRC batteries. Done. They've proved enough to me. The resistance is lower, milliamp is higher. You can run them high voltage. They have, it's just everything better. It's just a huge upgrade. All right, comment time. All things RC. What's a good 4S battery for 6 type? I'm still running and keep killing my 4S 4000. Well, I'll tell you, 4,000 milliamp is not enough. All things RC for speed running, especially in 8th scale. I would go at least 5,000 or 6,000. If you could find the 5,000 G Plus series from CNHL, best performance per dollar battery. That's not a parallel pack. You don't need to go parallel. I mean, yet, but affordable, has a lot of power, punch, and all that. That's kind of what you want. That's what I would recommend. Yeah, Monster X and 1650 definitely 5,000 milliamps, 70C. Just because the C is lower doesn't mean it's any worse of a battery. That's my genuine honesty. I mean, max amps, they have 200 true C. No, they cap at much, much less than that. You just need a good quality graphene battery that, has low resistance. That's what you need. I'm telling you though, eventually when these 4S batteries come out, the parallel pack that you guys just saw, the 4S version of the new Innovation RC pack, that is going to be the pack. I'm telling you. It's not going to be the best, but it's going to be a good contender to be the best battery out there. That's all I'm going to say. And I don't want it to be the best. I want it to be third place, second place, on the podium, I'm telling you, they are good. Okay. 10 scale performance, yeah. 110 scale performance. Got to run, guys. All right, have a good one, 10 scale. Alrighty, guys. I could stay on for another minute or so. I'll clean up a little bit. But if you guys have any other questions otherwise, just let me know. I'm just going to do some cleaning up over here. Going to do some cleaning because cleaning is good. We need to clean. So thank you for joining, all of you, in the live stream. I'm going to put this in the back right here. Good. Oh my God. I dropped you guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Stay. Good. Okay. All right. Just cleaning up here. Appreciate all of you guys joining the stream. I really thank you. I really do. Yeah, I do appreciate the donations as well. Thank you. This is kind of like the after party, I guess. It's like after the actual stream. I might as well just stay on and talk to you guys and whatnot. Okay. But yeah, Hyperflow. These fans are sweet. They are, and they look good too. They look sweet on the XLX. It really does. It like tapers up. It just looks, it looks nice. Really nice. Oh, actually what I'll do, once I'm done putting my tools back, I'll show you guys my next project. It's something different that I haven't really done too much of. And it starts with drag and it ends with racing. Yeah, I'm building a drag car. It's not going to be like crazy serious, but it's going to be, you know, it's going to be decent. It's not going to be bad. It's going to be, as I said, somewhere in the podium. I'm not looking to be first. I want it to be a clean, redundant, very, very back to back consistent car. And that's what I am hoping to achieve. Other tools. Anything else? No. And I'll show you guys real quick. It's a sweet setup. It's a sweet setup. Okay. Bam. All right, where's the light? Uh-oh, what's that? That's another car. Indeed it is. So we got Vision here, Spartan up there, Shockwave, Hydro, Midnight. It's a cute little FMS car. But this is it. This is going to be the drag car. Come on, don't break. Okay. So I literally just started to build it. Just started. Hang on 1 second. All right, here we go. And there it is. Lo and behold, it's a Limitless. A new different car, right? RC chassis on it. So the reason why I was wanting to do a live stream on putting this chassis on, I think the holes are wrong. This is one of his test chassis, so I was kind of, not expecting, but like we were both expecting something to not be perfect, but I was testing out this chassis, making sure everything fit right. But right now the fitment isn't all there, but it's sweet. This chassis is sweet. I could just get a different spool and space it out perfectly. I'm not worried about that. JBIRC 7075 aluminum chassis. This here is a kill mode 2900 kV censored 4070 motor. And I think it's going to be perfect for this. It really is. And what I might actually do is put right here. Look, it's going to be perfect. I'm going to put one of these guys on here. I'm probably going to have an X8S right over here, and I'll just mount this fan right on top. It's going to be perfect, hopefully perfect. So, yeah, or I might just go with an XLX. I'm not sure, but either way, you know. All right, we're in overtime. Alrighty, guys. I appreciate all of you guys watching. I appreciate Ramos Nitro with the 2. Michael J with the $5 donation as well. Both you guys, I appreciate it. So, of course, I'm going to shout you guys out again. Thank you, as well as everyone else for joining and tuning in to this installation. Everything turned out great, and Hyperflow fans, those fans are sweet. So thank you for sending them out, and keep up the good work. They're really some sick fans. They really are. Same thing with the housings, really good as well. So, alrighty, guys, I appreciate it all. Thank you once again. Stay safe and have a good one.